Natasha.
Merkel has been under tremendous pressure for the past 4 days, Carol, to make a statement about what took place on New Year's Eve celebrations when over 100 women were attacked by groups and gangs of men. Now, she has come out with a statement saying that what happened on New Year is completely unacceptable. Those are despicable criminal acts which a state will not accept. The feeling women had in this case of being completely defenseless and at mercy is, for me personally, intolerable, and so it is important that everything that happened must come out into the open. She's putting pressure on the police and the investigators to move forward. These are the images from that public space in Cologne when these alleged attacks took place. And some of those victims are also coming forward, most of them speaking on conditions of anonymity. One 18-year-old who will identify herself only as Michelle has spoken to German media in English. She says that she and a group of girlfriends were surrounded by a group of 30, quote, angry men. She described them as Arabic-looking. She said they started groping them and making them forced into a corner. She said all of the girls held hands because they were afraid they were going to be separated and something worse was going to happen. Have a listen to Michelle.
They just grabbed our arms or tried to tear us apart and pushed our clothes away and so on and tried to get between our legs or I don't know where and just got everything we had in our pockets and so on.
And as I said, Carol, other young girls and women are coming forward describing the attacks. They do not want to share their names out of concern for their safety, but they are speaking. We've got 2 more clips for you. These are in German, but there is translation at the bottom. Have a look.
Ich habe gedacht, wenn wir uns jetzt hier eine Menge halten, die könnten uns umbringen, die könnten uns vergewaltigen und es wird niemand mitkriegen. Wir müssen es einfach über uns ergehen lassen. Einfach um uns herum stand einfach niemand, der uns geholfen hat oder uns helfen konnte. In dem Sinne, deswegen wollte ich eigentlich nur noch da raus.
Das Gefühl, dass die an der Macht sind gerade und mit den Frauen, die auf der Straße ein bisschen was reinfallen wollten, alles machen können und uns überall angefasst haben. Das war ganz schlimm. Und
so you can imagine how scary this scene was for these young women. Carol, so far the Cologne police have confirmed that they have received 121 complaints of assault. 75% of those are sexual assaults, including 2 rapes, and they say they have 15 to 16 suspects in mind, but no arrests so far. And similar incidents have been reported in Hamburg and Stuttgart.
Okay, so 16 suspects in mind, but there were 1,000 men that were creating this gauntlet for these women, according to the police report that's out today.
That's right.
Okay. So, and then there's the fact of how it was handled in the aftermath. I mean, to add insult to injury, the public broadcaster didn't even cover it for 2 days.
That's right. So that's one of the elements that we're going to discuss. The political fallout from this has been tremendous, starting with the mayor of Cologne, Henriette Reker, who made a statement that enraged people right across the country and around the world. She said that perhaps women should keep an arm's length distance from men they don't know in public spaces, that they should walk around in large groups. Then the family affairs minister said stop putting the onus of responsibility on would-be victims rather than on the perpetrators of this crime. You mentioned the public state broadcaster, ZDF. They have acknowledged that for days they sat on this story and they said part of the reason was they did not want to ignite anti-immigrant or anti-migrant sentiment. That is because most of the eyewitness accounts have said that the attacks were carried out by, quote, Arab or North African-looking men. Now, this has ignited a further discussion about refugees coming into the country because we know Germany has accepted 1.1 migrants and refugees just in the last year, many of them from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Syria. It has caused a tremendous amount of debate in the country. Merkel says if there were any migrants or refugees involved in these attacks in Cologne, they could be deported.
All right, after a trial, presumably. Natasha, thank you.
You're welcome.